What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to talk about a very specific question that a lot of people have been talking about lately, and that is whether or not you should go for a Core of Origin chest or an Essence Sublimation chest, and that really depends on where you are on your account. So we're going to talk about some general advice here that hopefully you guys can then take and translate to your own account, because on the live stream and tons of comments, we've seen a ton of questions about this lately. So hopefully this helps you guys make a little bit better of a smart decision. If you guys want to leave your opinions in the comments down below, definitely throw them down there. I love to see everybody's kind of opinions about when they think the best time to transition to one or the other are. And make sure you guys, if you have the questions too, read all those comments, get part of the discussion so you guys can learn more about the game. Let's get going. So as you know, this is a very big event for even our own free-to-play account, because we're at multiple Transcendence heroes. We're already, building our hero to level 120. We almost have our sublimations done. However, we don't have a single Core of Origin, and I think this is a perfect example to talk about when to transition, because you have to remember you're still saving up things like contract starry gems for events like Soul Awakening Galas, where you can actually get the smaller 45,000 Essence Sublimation. In reality, most heroes that you're building in the early game, whether it's Doom Terminator Vulcan, Lord of Fear Aspen, any one of them, you're going to want to pay attention and build properly so that when you get the chance to actually get a full noble core, level 120 tree, and full sublimations, you're kind of lining those up all together so that you can actually unlock Destiny Transition and continue to build your progress. Now, if I did have to say, if you're not going for Lord of Fear Aspen as your main damage dealer to go to Destiny Transition, you're probably doing something wrong on your account. Whether you're having fun or not, that's cool. But if you want to go like the most optimal route, going for his Core of Origin, I believe, is the best route now, because you are going to use Lord of Fear Aspen from like first Transcendence hero to the end of days. You even see we still have to this day our Lord of Fear Aspen as our main damage dealer for so many game modes, even at the end game. So going for him is not the worst idea. Even pushing Void campaign way far, he can do it. It's been proven to get through chapter 5 with the Lord of Fear Aspen. Granted, required giant killer, but really, who doesn't? Now, this is what I want to talk about, and I kind of want to show off our own hero here as an example. We've already gotten to level 120. That's great. You don't really need to take them past level 100 until you're ready to go to Destiny Transition. In reality, it might be better off to spread that spiritual essence out into other heroes that you kind of get like this, where you're now kind of like stuck in this spot where you don't have enough resources to continue building, but you're in a pretty solid spot. Now, what I would suggest, because as you guys see, we have absolutely no cores yet. We're already to 120, and we're almost done with our sublimation of the full tree. Going for Core of Origin is the only answer on a free-to-play account like this. We will get 3 more 45,000 chests probably by the time that we get a full noble core, because remember, these chests, I want to show them to you right now. These chests right here only have 50 shards. It takes 100 to make one single Core of Origin to be built up. And then once you're past that, if you want to get up to the 3-star here, it takes 1 to get to the 1-star, 2 total to get to the 2-star, and then 4 total to get here, which means you need a grand total of 8 of these chests to get a full noble core. That's going to take a while. However, this event gives you the chance to get 2 of those right off the bat. 25% of your job is done just completely free from this event, because of course there's 2 different things we can get here. Number 1, going for the core or sublimation is a good choice here, and then up to this point right here, you can get your other core chest. That's what we showed you earlier when we talked about how this is like the best free-to-play event we've seen in forever. But there are a few situations where I would say going for the Core Origin is not proper yet. What you really need to focus on is your overall progress. And if you have like your Lord of Fear Aspen and you don't already have like his active and maybe one of his passives fully filled out, you probably want to go for at least 1 Core of Origin and then 1 Essence Sublimation. So if you are in the very early game, I would probably recommend going here for the Essence Sublimation, because either way, you're getting a Core of Origin for free here. It's not like it's a choice in the Magpie Bridge Trace event. You're getting the Core of Origin. So you're kind of getting the best of both worlds. You're building up your Sublimation while passively going for Core of Origins. This is also the reason why I think nowadays going for Lord of Fear Aspen's core as the first one is the most important, because he's going to be your carry and your damage dealer forever. And not only that, as you guys have seen, giving him more abilities that actually deal damage, like more damage here. You look at his, like, even just his basic version of his skill, he consumes 12 layers, which is like every third round, dealing 2,000 additional attack. That's absolutely crazy. If you do look at his like full blown out one, it is ridiculous. So many of these nodes adds extra damage, all damage dealt. Even has abilities to like lower the enemy's attack or armor or speed. There's lots of options here. Tons of additional damage, whether it's AoE or single target. Really good things. You're not going to go wrong going for Lord of Fear Aspen's core. Previously, you used to go for like one Core of Origin on someone like a Starwing Jara, but her time is kind of past. Usually, it's like older accounts that have Starwing Jara that make progress through Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. Most people nowadays, though, they're just going for Lord of Fear Aspen. Lord of Fear Aspen is just like hands down the best hero in the game right now. You might hear me say Doom Terminator Vulcan is the best hero in the game. Just depends on where you are in the game. For everybody else besides Barry Gaming, Lord of Fear Aspen is the safe bet. So just remember, the couple things you want to be saving up are things like Contract Starry Gems, because getting Essence Sublimation chests comes very easy from those Soul Awakening Galas. Granted, they're only the 45,000 chests, but they're still pretty good. And just to kind of reiterate, showing my example here, I'm not going for Sublimation chests because, like I said, I only need what's that, 90, 135, so it's 3 more of the 45,000 chests, or 1 more and 1 more 90,000 chests. That will be done by the time I get a Noble Core, because like I said, again, we only have 1 on this account. We're going to get 2 more, which gives us 3 out of the 8 we need. It's pretty good progress, but I just want to make sure you guys don't make any mistakes and pick the Core of Origin too soon. I think that's the big thing, is picking this too soon might be an issue for people if you're very, very early on your account. If you're literally on 1 or 2 Transcendence Heroes, you're not quite to 3 or 4, that's when you can start getting into trouble. However, if you are further in the game, I think going for the Core of Origins are fine, unless you just absolutely made really, really, really bad decisions with your resources very early on. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think. Again, going for the core, smart move for most players, but it's not for everybody just yet. See you guys next time.